Laid up already?
So little bit
yeah, one of y'all, yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
It's pretty much charged up.
Yeah. Once you hit that bright red, go unplug it.
Unplug that speaker back.
All praise to the Most High and Yahweh shall bless. So we're going to you on Shabbat Shalom to you, Israel, out there. We're going to do this class today, the price of wisdom. The price of wisdom. I don't know, do any one of y'all got enough money to buy some wisdom? Somebody, boy, y'all, you got that kind of money, boy. We need a new school. Shoot, yeah, I don't know, that's a lot of money. It ain't even got that much in America here. We're going to start this class off with, we're going to go to Job 28. Keep that and go ahead and mark that because we're going to be precepting from that. 28, we're going to start at verse 12. Make sure you just, if you got a marker, put it in there because we're going to go back and forth and precept on this chapter, or that from 12 on to 28. Yeah, we're going to start at 12. When you get there, I'll read it.
Book of Job, chapter 28, verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding?
Where can it be found? Because, I mean, a lot of us go to college, planning on college, thought we learned something in school. We valedictorian, salutatorian, special ed. That's what it all boiled down to. Yeah, we was all special ed. Because we ain't learned nothing. Nothing. I don't care if you graduated first in your class, you didn't learn nothing. You ain't got no wisdom. Yeah, but I be getting all the questions right on Jeopardy. No, don't know nothing. Half that stuff ain't even for us anyway. I'll be like, man, who is that they talking about? You don't know, we don't know. The thing is, man, we're going to show you where this wisdom at. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 24. Sirach 7 and 24. That's in your Apocrypha if you have it. If you do not have it, look up on somebody else's next to you. Or pull it up on your telephone. Sirach, where you say, we say Sirach because Ecclesiasticus sound like Ecclesiastes. Sirach. I'm sorry. My bad. Not in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiastes, not Sirach. 7 and 24. I tricked myself. I'm glad you found that up when we get to reading. That's why you need to be here first. Let's go, 7 and 24.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 24. That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out?
Who can find it out? Who can find this wisdom? A lot of us be thinking we smart them up. I know it all. I know everything. You don't know what I know. I know you don't know nothing. If you don't know this Bible, you don't know nothing. Give me the next one.
25. I applied mine heart to know and to search.
Hold on. Read that again.
I applied mine heart to know and to search.
See, a lot of times we don't want to apply. Some of us just rather sit in class, let somebody else tell us. What I say, don't trust me in none of this stuff. Nothing. We men, we do you bad tomorrow. You need to go research your own self. I just say what the Bible say. You don't believe me? Just go study for yourself. I wouldn't care who he is. I wouldn't care if who he is. Talking about they know the Bible. They tell you something, you need to still go look it up. Don't trust us up here just to be. We can read it, but you need to go study it too. Don't trust no man. I'm telling y'all, women, you got a husband, don't trust him. He'll tell you something, go look it up. Y'all go study for yourself. And I'm talking to my wife too. Don't trust me with it. You need to go look it up and study for yourself also. You got questions, come back and we'll discuss it. But other than that, just because I say it don't mean that that's what's going on. Just because any man say something don't mean that that's what it is. Just because she's saying something don't mean that that's what it is. So y'all need to go look it up and start studying, man. Go ahead.
I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom.
So you got to take it upon yourself to go seek these things out. It's gonna be times you get confused. That's when you go ask, hey man, I need, so you can get an understanding. And y'all should both be like, oh, okay, I get that. You shouldn't rest until, okay, I do get it. Go ahead.
And the reason of things. And to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness.
And see, and this is what Solomon had did. He searched out everything. In order to find out what a fool do, Solomon had to go be a fool. In order to see, but the thing is, that's trying to find out. And one thing Solomon knew, after he finished learning everything in this world, guess what he realized? He don't know nothing. That was the wisest man on the planet. Knew a lot of things. And he said even all of this searching, it was still vanity. Because trying to learn everything in this world means absolutely, positively nothing. The thing about it, you learn and follow God's law, statutes, and commandments, and you can understand everything in the world. But we do it backwards. We're going to learn the world first, then try to understand God. Remember, the darkness can't comprehend the light.
Bring it up.
So you better off learning the light so you have some vision while you go through the darkness. And this light is this word. The wisdom. The only way you're going to get through this world, that's why a lot of people fail now, because they don't have wisdom of this Bible. And failing every day. And you trying to tell them something. Hey, they just won't hear it. They can't hear it because they have no wisdom. They have no understanding. They don't want to do what God say do. And they'll tell you to your face, I love God though. And I tell them to their face, you lie.
The Bible says.
That's exactly what he called them. They no joke. Let's go back to 28. Start at 13.
The book of Job, chapter 28, verse 13. Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living.
It ain't even found here. It's all the wisdom you think you can get. He said, man, first of all, you don't even know how much it costs. So if you did find it, you don't even know if you can buy it anyway. We better just paying rent. We ain't got enough for no wisdom. We don't know the price of it. He said, man, it ain't even here. It ain't even, so you can look anywhere. Go open any book you got at the house or whatever. Google anything. Yeah, everybody got all these Google searches, everything. Search engines. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. Because even when you got the word, that's still not all the way. You just got a piece of something. Because it still take requirements for you to do the law, statutes, and commandments. In order to get any of that knowledge and understanding. If you're not doing that, you ain't got nothing. That's why sometimes, man, people need to run them, man, just shut up. Well, I know. No, you don't know nothing. I know you don't know nothing because you don't follow the laws. And they can't tell you. I'm trying to tell you, y'all better not listen to that crap. Somebody, oh, man, they don't keep no law. They ain't got no fringes on. They don't wrap their head. You up there praying. I don't want to hear that. No, not from you. We can go sit down and find somebody to know something. Let's get some understanding so you can get it and I can get it. But you different because you apply these things that you learn. Other people don't do nothing. They just go along. I heard it. Yeah, I understand. Then be coming to you. Well, this happened to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. And I'll be like, yeah, I think it is. I believe it. I know why, too. Let's go. Read. Hold on. Read that again at 13.
Verse 13. Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living.
It ain't even found here. Let's go to Proverbs 3 and 15. Hold that spot at all times. Going to put a bookmark there. Like I said.
Book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 15. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
Ain't nothing to. I don't even know what rubies cost. That's way out of my pay rate. So I don't even know where to go buy one at. But apparently, ruby is a high price jewel. And they're saying, man, rubies, you can't even compare that to this wisdom. So all them jewels everybody be loving and spend all that money on, that is absolutely nothing compared to what the Most High is talking about. And all these things canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Ain't nothing in the planet, ain't nothing in this world you can compare to the wisdom of the Most High. That's how precious and how great it is. But we sure take it for granted.
We do.
Boy, we be waiting, boy, come Friday, you be having your phone out, hoping that in a minute it's gonna say bling and money went in my account. Like I did, I was at work the other day. Boy, come Friday, them mothers be sitting around, they working hard, throwing stuff, doing all kind of stuff. Boy, that mother stop and get in them checks. Everything slow down. Now excuses. My little son got to go to the doctor. All of a sudden, because that check, that's all they working for, that check. But right now, the thing about it, you can't compare that check. I know y'all wait every Friday. Ooh, got paid. Got paid nothing. What's so bad about it? You can go to work every day by reading this Bible and doing what it say, and get more from that than you're gonna get on that pay period. That time you got to get that paycheck.
Let me get a precept on that.
Go ahead, huh?
Proverbs 3 and 15. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, man. Chapter 7 and verse
15.
Right. Verse 7. Going into the same thing Ak is going into the same thing Ak is talking about, man. When you get there, Ak, read them.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me.
Uh-huh.
I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me.
Uh-huh. Read.
I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison of her.
This is going into wisdom that Solomon had one from the Lord, man. Verse 9.
9. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone.
Let's go into the same thing what I is reading in Proverbs 3 and 15, man. He preferred her over precious stones, man. Read.
Because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand.
Because all gold is just little sand, like dust.
Yep. And if gold is saying, what you think your paycheck is? Can't even buy gold with your paycheck, so that means your paycheck is nothing. But we'll strive like a son. We'll go out and work hard, bust our butt, trying to show the white man we work hard, trying to get promotions, coming to work being fake as all outdoors. Hey, mad in the mud. Go home and beat everybody up before you leave the house and go to work. But then go to work. That fake stuff, and get out of my face. I be hating it when they come to work with me with that. Man, good morning. No. I'm gonna give you these scriptures so you can have a bad night. I want to give it to man. I'm telling you, man. But we'll work hard for that. Well, when it comes to this Bible, I don't know. I get to it when I get to it. Let's go back. You finished with that up?
No, finish it out.
Go ahead.
Neither compare I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her.
And silver should be as clay, man. That's how important wisdom is, man. Just like all the things, these are things that we value here right now in this world. People value those silver and gold, man. Silver and gold, songs talking about silver and gold and everything.
That's all they talk about. And they're saying that is absolutely, positively nothing. So what you think about your paycheck now? Garbage, man. But you gotta pay bills with it. It's enough to do that, I guess.
Matter of fact, let's just jump over chapter 6 and verse 20.
Okay.
The precept on the precept what
Go ahead, all right.
Captain Jerubbaal bringing out. When you get there, read that out. So y'all, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 20.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom, bring it to a kingdom.
Because like we said, once you desire wisdom, the true wisdom of the Bible, guess what it brings? It brings a kingdom.
Yeah.
Rulership. Read on out. Authority. Read on.
If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people.
If your delight is to rule in authority, to have prestige in the world, guess what you should be trying to obtain? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is what? Really the commandments. Read on out.
O ye kings of the people.
Oh, ye what?
Kings of the people.
Because that is our natural birthright. We are the real kings on this planet. Sisters are the real princesses of the planet Earth. Read on out.
Honor wisdom.
Do what?
Honor wisdom.
And we have to honor wisdom. We know that wisdom is what, brothers? The keeping of the commandments. Deuteronomy what? 4 and 5. Read on out.
Honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore.
That's how you reign in righteousness, by what? Obtaining wisdom. Go ahead, Op.
And I just letting you know, this Bible way more than your check. Y'all got money right there, man. Y'all got the richest thing on the planet. And refuse to even gain access to your riches. Sitting right there. Some of you got to dust that some gun off. I tell you, get $1 million, you got to go in there and talk about. I think it's in here.
And you know what else funny? Some of us don't even open these Bibles up until the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Or till they come to class.
And all your riches sitting right there. Because you slaving for that nothing.
Right. Get another precept on it. We don't
Go ahead,
precept enough. Sirach 1 and 9. Verse 13 say, man knoweth not the price thereof.
I got you.
The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 9. He created her and saw her.
And that her is going to wisdom. Read on.
And numbered her.
And numbered her. Read on.
And poured her out upon all his works.
Okay, read verse 10.
Verse 10. She is with all flesh according to his gift.
According to what?
His gift.
So wisdom is a what? It's a gift. When if somebody came and brought you a gift, you said, how much I owe you, man? And I thought a gift you was giving somebody something, right? So wisdom is numbered according to what the Most High give you. And it's what you put in, what you get out. You
That's
know?
right.
And
That's basically what it is.
And you can't buy it.
That's right.
It's a free thing.
So it ain't no price, it's a gift. So
I'm good. Now go ahead, finish your thought.
nah, you good.
I'm glad that Ox said that, because what you put into this truth is what you get out.
Yeah.
Brothers want to understand how they obtain precepts. You study. It's no Man, it's no deep equation.
It's not.
It's not the Pythagorean theorem. It's not E equals MC squared. All these different arithmetics. You study to guess what? To be able to gain understanding. If brothers is not studying enough, sisters is not studying enough, guess what? You're not gonna have the precepts. It's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's all that it is. You have to maintain. You have to have a good, diligent work ethic. Like we say, we go out there and work. So guess what? We should have this Bible even esteemed over that. We know that brothers and sisters have it hard. You know, we got to work, provide for the children, take care of the children, but you still have to make time to get up in this word, man.
Yeah.
You have to, man. Go ahead, Al.
And especially the ones that can't find a job. Shoot, you got a great job right here, studying. And you getting the better money than you finna get at any job on this planet. So the lawyer can't. A lawyer can't give you. He ain't got a bigger paycheck. Donald Trump don't got a big enough paycheck for what you can get out of this one, going to work in this. Let's go back.
Finish that out for me.
Go ahead.
My bad.
No.
And had given her to them that love him.
And that's it. That's what it is, man. Well, if you don't love the Most High God by showing your actions, by showing that keeping your commandments, how you gonna give you wisdom?
And we know what love is. Obeying His law, statutes, and commandments. Period. Not that squishy stuff. Not that heart that you see at the fair. 'Cause you done knock down some bottles or something. That ain't love. Let's go back. 28, Job. Man, let's start at 14.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 14. The depth said, it is not in me. And the sea said, it is not with me.
Then you can go to the oceans, the deepest part of the ocean, the furthest part in the outer space, and they said it ain't here. And y'all looking for it. I'm looking for it. I need to find me some wisdom. I need to know something. Well, it ain't here.
So like I said, Proverbs, Job. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, so you can go get the best scuba gear you can find. You're not gonna find it in the depths. In fact, hop in a submarine, you won't get there. What you think the goddamn so-called white man up there doing right now? He trying his best to find out all kind of wisdom. Why you think he out of space? Bringing back dirt from Mars. I ain't gonna touch it, but I'm gonna send a machine to scoop or something. They trying to find wisdom. They know this planet bound to be destroyed. They trying to find a way to get out of everything. Let me find my way out. Y'all ain't gonna leave us. That's when we gonna start sabotaging machines. Y'all ain't finna leave the planet. Y'all gotta pay for what y'all did. You finna leave, go to no Mars. Let's go back. Go ahead. No. While we there, let's go to Romans 11:3 right quick. 11:33. Sorry.
So they're gonna try to leave and go to another
Yeah.
planet.
We ain't letting you make it now.
Okay, right back here.
I ain't never been interested in Mars, but I will go up there to get y'all back. Go ahead,
Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God.
What's that?
Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God.
If you're gonna go dig deep and try to find something, you better dig deep in this Bible. This is where it's at. Go ahead.
How unsearchable are his judgments,
Uh-huh.
and his ways past finding out.
You can't know the Most High. You're not gonna look. You can look all over this world. You would not understand nothing. The white man got all kind of stuff about what they think the Most High finna do. Look at your phone right now. Everybody, you can pull out your phone, hit that weather button. They're gonna have 20% chance of rain. Then you push that thing down and it'll reset. Then you got 0% chance of rain on that same hour, that same day. They have no idea. His phone got a whole different temperature than my phone. And they getting the same information from the same place. They don't know the Most High. Can't never find out, but they searching. But we telling you exactly where it's at. You ever had to go scavenger hunt and they tell you where all the stuff is? You win. That's easy. You love it. I'm gonna win. Somebody telling you where everything to go look for. It's over there. But the Most High said, I make this scavenger hunt easy for you. Yeah, open up this book, read it and do it. And the game is yours. The kingdom is yours. That's, like I try to tell y'all, it's simple. It's not even difficult when you look at it. It's not difficult. We make it difficult because we got all kind of stuff we got going on. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go right there. I wanted to do that. Hey, you keep going down. They just keep you drying yourself after a while. Go ahead.
34.
Yeah.
Verse 34. For who had known the mind of the Lord, or who had been his counsel, or who had first given to him, and it shall be recompensed unto him again.
Man, who, y'all? How do we don't even, how do you know the Most High? How? He done told you, we done told you, they done told you, she done told you, the children done told you, but we won't do it. We act like I'm gonna get to it, all right. Let me just do this before I get to it, though. But let me just finish this up before I get to it. Man, you better get in this, man. Grace is almost over for everybody. Like I said, your grace can be over in 5. You can walk out that door, your grace can be over with.
And you know what's how it's good I bring this class out, because the Most High put wisdom all around us. Man, just like you driving Grand Prairie this morning, and I was showing my board this precept that they had on the board. I took a picture of it. You're not gonna get in front of the King. You're not gonna get in front of Christ and act like you didn't know this truth. That's how much wisdom he put all around us to make sure we know that. The precept that it's got on the board, it said to solve COVID, man, to end COVID-19, something like that. It says that it's 2 Chronicles 7:14. Do anybody know what that precept's saying? Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, we're finna read it. Read that right quick. Get that 2 Chronicles 7:14. This is literally on that board. So when you come in front of him, this is wisdom that he giving our people, and they look at right in their face and they can't see it, man. They can't even see it. A lot of our people refuse to hearken, man. What's say Zechariah 7:11 say they pull away their shoulders from this thing, man. That's what's on that thing right here. You see that? That's on 30. That's crazy, huh? Read that up.
2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray.
And do what up?
And pray.
He said, my people, which is called by my... Who is that talking to, man? This is literally right here for all our people to see this, man. Read.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray.
And pray, read.
And seek my face. And turn from their wicked ways.
Read.
Then will I hear from heaven. And will forgive their sin. And will heal their land.
Ain't that something, man? This is right here. This is wisdom. Wisdom cried out in the chief place of concourse. 30s is one of the busiest places here in Dallas. That's wisdom right here in front of the nation, man.
Yeah, you got that scripture right there so everybody can see it.
So you're not finna get in front of the king, man, and say you don't know God's wisdom or say know the Lord. You're not finna get around. You gon' because hey, I put it out there. Did you go seek that wisdom out? No, you didn't. I never knew you. Depart from me, O worker of iniquity.
And I love these kind of precepts because it's like he giving you an ultimatum. You know, people can't say ultimatum, but the Most High you want to do his ultimatum because he say then. He tell you what to do, give you the guideline on how to do it, but then he say then. Then and only then if you do what I tell you to do, will I remove your sin from you, will I hear you?
Mm-hmm.
So people can't get around that. Well, I never knew. Oh, he said it right here. Then, if you do this, if you turn from your ways, if you seek my face, then. Key word in that scripture to me is then, man. Because if you don't do what he asked you to do, well then guess what? You won't receive the then after whatever the then is that he said is. So man, that's like Exodus 19:5. I love precept to say then. Because he give you something to do before that. You got to be a doer, man. No talking.
And I just had want to get a little sidebar at it because that's what Ak is going to is wisdom. It's man, the Most High is putting his wisdom out in front of the world. He making sure that even when I send brothers out to camps, it's camps out going out every Sabbath. Wisdom is coming out here, man.
Yeah, all praise.
And we should be going to the house, man. I'm telling you. Hey, man, sometimes you got to cut them basketball games out, man, or them game shows out, man. Or them soap operas out, man. Hey, man, spend some time with the Most High, man. Learn to know your God, because when you get in the wilderness, that practice time is game time now. Well, you're going to be saying, well, Lord, let me go back to the world and
figure this
and
out.
let me figure it out. No, you better figure this out right now. You need to know these holy days. You need to know all this, man. Because when we out here celebrating tabernacle, you still setting up in the thing, then one of them death angels will be knocking at your door. Hey, come on out here, man. Oh, what's going on? Hey, you see, ain't they having the tabernacles over there? Why you ain't there? Thing get real, man. It's gonna get real. Go ahead, Up.
Let's go to second Ezra. We'll throw this in there. Let's go 14. Let's start at 44. No, let's start at 45. Otherwise, 44, I have to explain something to y'all. That's a whole nother verse.
No, you can jump with 44, just real quick.
Yeah, I just don't know. Well, you can go ahead, but well, I guess y'all gonna ask questions after class then.
Read verse 44 right quick.
Second Ezra 14 and 44. In 40 days, they wrote 204 books.
So the scribes, even during this time of Ezra, they wrote other books.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the point? The point is we have what we need for salvation. That's the point, because even like Ak said, people don't even want to keep the commandments, but you want to go out and search all these other books out. You know, that don't even make no damn sense, man. You're going to be even more lost than you just trying to keep the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's other books out there, but guess what? All we need to make it to the kingdom is what we have right now, these 60 books, these 80 books.
And I don't understand why people don't understand that. Well, God wrote all this, he should have. No. Yeah, how do y'all think that everybody gonna outsmart the Most High?
For real.
He put this Bible right in your face right now. So what else is you looking for? He got what you need.
That's right.
Can't no, well, the white man took that. No, he can't do nothing.
That's right.
He tried his best to change what it's some things changed, we know that. But we know that because we read in the Bible that tells us they changed that. We know they done that. But they couldn't do the whole book. Why? Because the Most High wouldn't allow this to happen. He knew what he doing. Y'all don't know why we just discredit the Most High. Well, I need to read. No, you don't. You need to get this first before you go reading anything. Because then when you read this first and then you try to read the other stuff, you'll realize the other stuff is some bull crap. But man, I'm sorry. I just thought about some Negroes I had. Let's go, man.
Verse 44. In 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly.
Publish openly. And he said the first that he written. The Most High knew what you was going to be reading. He knew that this book was going to be come back again. He knew. That's what they try to do. See, but you got to understand, this demon that we dealing with got pride on him. Like Nehemiah came out with that class. He got pride. Even though he tried to put pork in everything, but can't even hide that. Cause he got to show I did it. And we be like, shoot, okay, Negroes won't be eating no more marshmallows. Cause now we know, cause they got to show you I did this. They got pride on them. Man, let's go.
And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it.
The worthy and unworthy. He said, publish openly. Let everybody read it. But understanding on it and the wisdom from the book is only going to come to those who doing his will. Everybody can read the newspaper. I mean, babies some can read. That don't mean they understand what they read, no. I mean, everybody, that's one thing they taught you. They taught you how to speak their language. Apple. They were teaching you all that stuff. Still, like I said, they didn't teach you what's the real stuff you need to know. And that's this Bible. Go ahead, Al.
That the worthy and unworthy may read it. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people.
See, they got all kind of books. They got the Dead Sea Scrolls. Like, first of all, I don't want to read nothing Judas wrote. And then trying to figure, I'm gonna come up with. See, Judas, man, I don't care what he did. Shoot, I don't want to follow in none of his footsteps. But that's one of the books they found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Got 2 or 3 stories on Adam and Eve. Now Adam, he got rid of whatever, Lilith, whatever that other stuff is. Just to keep you confused. Yeah. Because it's funny, they didn't have them books until we came out with this truth. Then all of a sudden, oh yeah, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. What about these books? Bro, you didn't even let me know we had an apocrypha. Then the Israelites woke up, started reading the Bible, got the apocrypha. Now all of a sudden you can download all the books on your telephone now. You'd be like, man, come on now. Y'all didn't want us to find it. They wouldn't, if we hadn't never even picked up this apocrypha or nothing, they wouldn't have never said nothing about none of them other books. We'd just be looking at the Bible. But once we start waking up, they throw confusion in.
Let me get a precept right quick. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes. Brothers and sisters all know this one. Chapter 12 and verse 12. You know, the Most High had King Solomon warn us about these things. Like we say, the book of Ecclesiastes used also be known a book of regret. Because like you say, Solomon was like that old school brother that was telling you, don't do this because I had already done it. You know, you don't need to be selling drugs. You don't need to be whoring the sisters out. You need to be, guess what, keeping the commandments. Read this out.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end.
Beware of making many books. There is no end, because like Ak is going into, Esau always are putting books out here to do what? Take you away from the Bible. That is their whole objective, to take you away from the scriptures. Because if you're thinking about a book about nature and nature boy and philosophies and all this different type of crap, it's gonna keep you out of the Bible.
That's right.
The book of what are these books they got out here?
Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormons. You know, we got other books. Books of Jasher, the Book of Enoch. You know, these books is made to take you away. Now, be it made, we know that the Bible quotes the Book of Jasher. But what do we need to make it to the kingdom? The scriptures.
And hold on, while they say that, the Book of Jasher, and I remember you was on a conversation on that. When the Book of, and I don't see why people don't Google that, but when you study the Book of Jasher, that everybody tell me, oh, that's in the Book of Jasher. I don't know why they don't look this up. If you look that up, when they found the scrolls of the Book of Jasher, they had a tiny little piece. You mean anything tiny? Something like this. How you get a book out of a piece of paper with this on it? If they got a book out of that little piece of paper, that wasn't a book. That was some cheating notes. Somebody was cheating in class and left it in order for that to happen. So they said the book of Jasher do not exist. The book of Josephus, it's a book. What you see, it's just a history book.
Exactly.
It's giving you quotes. They're just telling you to go look at that because that's what that was written as a history book.
And like we tell brothers, if those things do not filter through the Bible,
exactly,
we do not read them. Some of the stuff that Josephus talks about in the book of Josephus, we don't bring out. We only bring out information that lines up with the scriptures. Read verse 12 again.
And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end.
Because there's no end to these books. Read on out.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
And a much study of these types of books is what is a weariness of the flesh. Because then you started going off into what they did instead of meditating on keeping the commandments.
And it has you confused. That's the weariness you're gonna be in. Confusion. You're gonna be, man, hold on. But the Bible said this. Then what's so bad about it? People look at that and they don't even choose the Bible. They choose that book.
No, and for real, and they stop reading the Bible and start reading them books.
They choose that book. Like Enoch. The Bible says a quote what Enoch said. It don't say nothing about no book of Enoch. And just so happened they got 4 of them. Enoch wasn't going to heaven and coming back. Hold on, y'all, check this out what I learned up there. I'll be back. I'm going back to heaven and learn some more stuff. No, he wasn't doing that. When Enoch vanished, he was gone.
Or even talking about the Nephilim.
Yeah.
Supposedly be giants on the planet Earth. No.
And he gone to the heaven jail.
I ain't gonna lie.
Enoch, I mean, he done. There's just some outrageous stuff. Yeah, he talking to the angels in jail. You know, but can you go tell God let me out?
Like we say, even jumping back to the Nephilim. Like I say, brother brought this out years ago. It was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Just think about it. It said the giants mated with women. So how a 50-foot giant gonna lay with a 6-foot woman?
No, man, no, they 5 foot, man. They made them a 5 foot.
It ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, man. 5-foot woman laying with a 60-foot woman laying with a 5-foot man.
It ain't work.
It's not gonna work. You know, it's just common sense. So like you tell brothers, don't be going into these books. Stay with the book that the Most High God gave you to give us wisdom and understanding.
Some of y'all can't even handle a 6'2" Negro.
For real.
Huh?
There you go. There. Where your husband?
Oh, what's that?
He up there. And there's no way, man. That's what these books get you going in there. Now your mind just gone. Now you looking at all this stuff like a movie now. And there's all this science fiction. And you just all into it. Ooh, that could be real. Oh man, come on.
Let me get another precept, man.
Go ahead,
Titus 1:14, man. Y'all should know this, probably know this precept too, man. Because some of these books that you read, in front of these books, it literally has this thing in front of it too.
Oh man, hold on. Oh, I'm glad you said that.
It literally has this in front of the book that some of these people be reading, man.
I'm glad you said that because I'm glad we're gonna read it and then we'll break it down. Go ahead.
Titus 1:14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth.
Because when you reading some of these books, man, it literally has Jewish fables in front of these books.
Man, and how he's definitely correct. When I was over at another school, they had in fact they called pseudophilias. That there alone will let you know something. Fake. Pseudo. Man, that should let you know. They read those books that I came out of, and I'm reading in the forward. Y'all know if y'all ever read the forwards of the books. I like to read that stuff in the beginning of the book to tell me what's gonna go on in the book. And when you read that, and that was the book of Jasher, and it says right in the beginning in there,
Jewish fables. They
let you know what it is. But and what's so bad about it, the white man, he don't give a dang about none of that. But our black folks, boy, we all into it. Ain't never read nothing, boy. Then the Israelites coming out. Now they reading everything. Oh, see, look. Man, come on. Bro, you barely read a comic book before the Israelites came out. Now all of a sudden you reading any garbage they put in your face.
Can't even read the newspaper.
But they won't know. But then when you notice, if you talk to them about this, they don't know nothing about the Bible.
You know.
Because they found something that got their mind. They found something that's out of the world. Something that, what we do, go to movies to get out some of the information. That's what they found in some of these books. And Negroes ain't reading them anyway. They watching videos, somebody telling them what they say. Let's go. Where we at? We somewhere. Did we finish that? Second Ezra, yeah. Second Ezra is 14 and 47.
Book of Second Ezra, chapter 14, verse 46. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge.
Now this Bible that he left for you, he even knew out of all of those writings that they wrote. He said, no, just give them these. They should be able to get everything out of this. And he's saying now, look, this is your spring. This is your life. Y'all want to live in your best life? Live the Bible. That's living your best life. Because the mother life ain't going to do nothing but how you dead somewhere. I'm telling you, you're going to come up stinking, man, if you ain't doing what this Bible talking about. Let's go back. Let's go to Colossians 3 and 16.
As we say, the Christian church say Colossians. Colossians.
Three and 16. When you get there, everybody there, I know, like I said, raise your hand if we're going too fast. That's what the brothers ask. Sometimes somebody say something, sometimes nobody say nothing, they just say they didn't get it.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Let the what?
Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Let the word of Christ, this Bible, man, dwell in you in wisdom. This is where you getting it from. But the thing about it though, just because you're reading it, you still got to apply it. Look, we're going to keep, this is a repetition. And we're going to keep repeating a lot of the same stuff over and over and over. Why do you think the Most High do that? So it'll get in your head, to get in your spirit. If I repeat it, that's what you're going to know. If I just keep repeating it. When you study, what do y'all do when you read the scripture? You just repeat it, write it down, repeat it, and guess what? You know that scripture. Without thinking about it, without hesitation. That's what this Bible's going to do to you. It's going to keep repeating itself over and over. So you can't say, I didn't know. Yeah, you did. Go ahead.
Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another.
Do what?
Teaching and admonishing one another.
Teaching and admonishing one another. Go ahead. That's what this word does. Go ahead.
In song and hymn and spiritual song, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord.
That's where you get all that stuff from, man. Y'all Negroes quit writing raps and y'all ain't read the Bible. Talking about nothing. Like I tell you, I can look at any raps, any song they got on the radio, it ain't number 5 subjects they done came up with. That's all they talk about. Some songs talk about all 5. But it's all it is, gonna be them 5. How much money I got? How much money I spent? How many women I done been with? How many women I done lost? How many drugs I sold? How many drugs I took? That's all the rap music today is about. That's it.
And then the last thing to top it off, All his stories is snitching on everybody that he know in his hood.
Yeah. And himself.
And himself.
How many cats trying to kill me?
And how many cats
How
out
many
of
cats out of kill? That's all rap music. I promise you, go pick up any one of them songs, you gonna get them subjects out of it. Every last one of them. Every last one. Them 5 subjects. Y'all ain't listening to nothing. Y'all got jerked, youngsters. Y'all really did. Not that we had great music, but man, I feel sorry for the stuff that y'all get. It almost makes it. I literally be wanting to throw up if I hear it coming down. What the world is that? And I just did one of y'all songs right now. Right now, put that on wax.
Right.
Sell them out.
Buy some new building.
Yeah. Sitting up there, be 50-year-old man up there, boy, with I'm talking about gold all in my mouth. Gold all in my chain. Y'all be sitting there looking at me. That's all, I ain't saying nothing. Like, what was that song that dude said? This is why I'm hot. Y'all remember that? This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. That nigga said that for about 4 minutes. And he said in the song, I can make $1 million without saying nothing. And he did it. And we was out there buying it. This is why I'm hot. Just jamming our butt out to nothing.
Right.
But the Bible say this is how you get the song. Going through the words. Quit doing, man, don't do nothing without the Most High, man. Nothing. Man, if you got to use the bathroom and you ain't doing it too good, pray before you get on that toilet. That's better than prunes. Let's go. Where we at, man? Yeah, okay. Let's go back to, we went to Colossians, right? We finished Colossians.
We still on them.
Yeah, go ahead. Did we finish it? 3:16, go ahead.
Colossians 3:16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in song and hymn and spiritual song, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord.
Sing it with grace and with hearts to your Lord. Let's go to Baruch chapter 3. Man, that's in your apocrypha. Baruch chapter 3. Let's start at 14. It's right after your Sirach.
Baruch 3:14. Learn where is wisdom.
It said, learn where is wisdom. You learning that now. Go ahead.
Where is strength?
Where is strength?
Where is understanding?
Where is understanding?
That thou mayest know also where is length of days.
Where is the length of days? Well, go ahead.
And life. Where is the light of the eyes and peace.
See, when you go searching for wisdom, you get all that bonus. Read that again.
Got verse 14. Learn where is wisdom. Where is strength.
You get some strength.
Where is understanding.
You get some understanding.
That thou mayest know also where is length of days.
You even get to learn how long a day is. They ain't teach y'all that in school. They told y'all, yeah, 24 hours, 365 days. No, it ain't. 360 days in a year.
And it's from dark to dark, so it might be less than 24.
No doubt. White man tell you, that's why he said, try to change the times. He can't do that, but he'll try. Go ahead.
And life, where is the light of the eyes and peace.
Go ahead and read that again. I'm sorry, Shalak.
Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days and life.
That's how you're gonna learn life. That's where you're gonna learn it from. You ain't gonna learn it there. I know your daddy, you love him. I know your mama, you love her. They don't know nothing about life. I lived 90 years old. You was a 90-year-old fool. Because if you wasn't doing these laws, statutes, and commandments, you was wasting your time. Go ahead.
Where is the light of the eyes and peace.
It said, and where is the light of the eyes? and peace. And them got them skinny white women every year. I want peace on earth. Well, you need to be doing them commandments and put some clothes on, get off that stage. That's where you're gonna find peace on earth. When the Most High put to work this whole Bible and put his children back in Israel, is when peace is gonna be on earth. That's how you know that? How you get that knowledge? In this Bible, man. But you gotta be doing these laws, statutes, and commandments. I told you every one of my class gonna have that in it, every last one of them. I don't care what I come up with, it's gonna wind up saying the same thing. I think he said it the other day. What was your class on?
I don't know.
You don't remember the title?
What I did to my yesterday?
Yeah.
Be holy for I am holy.
Uh-huh. Law, statutes, and commandments. What was your class the other day?
Doing so many,
Just one. I just need the last couple of winning one of them. What was your class the other day?
Salvation.
Yeah.
Salvation is of the Israelites.
Salvation. Law,
Oh,
statutes, and commandments. That's what he's gonna talk about in that one.
Oh, women, men.
Who?
Women, men.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that, yeah.
Manly women.
And how he knows, and where that coming from. Obeying the law, statutes. All of them the same thing. No matter what the title is, the same thing. Like I said, we can come and give y'all a title and say obey the law, statutes, and commandment on Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And guess what? That we be covering this Bible. That's how simple it is. But boy, we love to make it difficult. But since y'all don't want to be, y'all want to make it difficult, we got to go through every little thing with you. That's cool. No problem. But don't get mad because it's all going to say the same thing. He always teaching the same thing. Because the Bible's saying the same thing. Let's go back. Well, where was we at? Yeah, okay, 14, we finished 14, didn't we?
Yeah.
Go to 28, same thing, just go to 28.
Baruch 3 and 28. But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom.
They what?
But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom.
Uh-huh.
And perished through their own foolishness.
And did what?
And perished through their own foolishness.
They were destroyed. Destroyed. Our people been getting destroyed so many times. We were destroyed in Egypt. We came out of Egypt. We were destroyed again by the Assyrians and the Babylonians. We came out of that. We were destroyed again. Oh, why? Because we didn't do these law, statutes, and commandments. We had no wisdom. But we love to think we smart though, boy. You get on, go on Facebook, boy, we smart and all outdoors. Negro be. See what he think about that. Oh, we love to do that. We can't tell us nothing. We know it all. But then you bring out this Bible. I see. They don't want to hear that part though. No, that ain't. And you bringing them real wisdom. The only wisdom. The only wisdom. Go ahead, read that again.
Verse 28. But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And perished through their own foolishness.
Perish through their own foolishness. Just studying on your own. I'm gonna get this. I don't need God to get this. So Esau said, I don't need my birthrights. The birthrights of a man was when he got it passed down from his father was the walk. And for him to be able to go pray for his family, that's what the birthrights were. That's what the birthrights were. He said, I don't need God. I got a bow and arrow. I go get my own food. And it's funny he said that, and that mother's starving looking for some meat. I would have divided. But good thing Jacob wouldn't have been like, boy, Jacob was a little smarter than the average. He would have been like, nigga, well, go on get your own meat. Jacob was like, nah, heck nah. You know what? I give you this meat. You give me your birthright. And that's what he did. That's a wise move.
Mm-hmm. Read verse 28 again.
28.
Mm-hmm.
But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom.
What precept can a brother go to?
Yeah,
They should have it lined up, man.
Right there.
Huh?
There you go.
There you go.
I got that. We're gonna hit it later on. Don't go to it now.
I just want
But
to
yeah, I was there.
writing that thing down.
That
I know.
put that by there, because that's exactly what that is. Hosea 4 and 6. We're gonna go through it later. You put it right. In fact, let me mark mine up. I don't have it in this one. And let's go to
Hold on, let me jump up.
you wanna go ahead and get some?
Jump back up to verse 22. Because we'll touch on a little something real quick, because this is, one of the main things that have our people gone in the world is what? Egyptology. Thinking that our people are Africans and so forth. Let's see what the Most High God says about that, man. Jump up to verse 22.
Baruch 3 and 22. It had not been heard of in Canaan.
And Canaan, that is going to, you can say Canaan. That, like I said, that's how the Greeks spelled it. But that's going into Canaan. It had not been heard amongst the Africans. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible. Read on up.
Neither had it been seen in Theman.
In Teman. Read on up.
The Agarenes.
The Hagarenes is what going into what? The Hagarenes. Or what? Africans. It ain't been seen in there. It ain't been seen in Egyptology. They don't have the understanding and true wisdom of the world. This is what the Most High God is telling us. Read on up.
The Agarenes that seek wisdom upon earth. The merchants of Meran, of
Teman.
and of Teman. The authors of fables.
The authors of what?
The authors of
The
fables.
authors of fables. Fables is going into what? Lies. Egyptology, all that stuff, that garbage stuff, that stuff is going into lies. That don't profit our people anything but confusion. Read on up.
And searchers out of understanding.
And they try to search out the understanding, but guess what? That wasn't given to them. Most High God didn't give them knowledge and understanding. Read on up.
None of these have known the way of wisdom.
Read that again up.
None of these have known the way of wisdom.
None of these other nations outside of Israel have this understanding of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Read on up.
Or remember her past.
Or remember her past, man. So a lot of times people want to give glory to these African tribes. No, we need to be giving praise to the Most High God, man. Brothers need to keep that. Matter of fact, jump up to verse 36.
Verse 36. He had found out all the way of knowledge.
The Most High God found out all the ways of knowledge. Anything brothers want to know about according to this Bible, sisters want to know about according to this Bible, he had given it unto Jacob. Read on up.
And had given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved.
So we was endowed with that. Brothers got to hold fast to this, man, because guess, like we always tell brothers out there on the street, this is the way, man. We got to walk ye in it. Go ahead, Op.
All praises. Let's go to Sirach 51:13. Stay in the pocket for right quick. $13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 51, verse 13. When I was yet young.
See, y'all not too old over there. Well, you like your basketball, but study that Bible. Go ahead.
When I was yet young, or ever I went abroad, I desired wisdom openly in my prayer.
In my what?
I desired wisdom openly in my prayer.
That's what y'all need to do, man. Before you go and get into reading this Bible, y'all need to go into prayer. And seek the Most High, asking for knowledge and understanding when you read this Bible. Don't just get to picking up and going in there. No. Pray to the Most High. He the one finna give you the knowledge. He's finna guide you through this book. But you gotta sit there and you gotta get up and pray, man. Some of us don't like to pray.
Who prayed for wisdom in our history, brothers? Who prayed for wisdom in them?
Solomon.
Solomon. That's right. Any brother know of the precept to it? Give me the book of 1 Kings chapter 3 and verse 12 right quick.
First Kings, chapter 3, verse 12. Behold, I have done according to thy words.
Jump up to verse 9, Salaki.
First Kings, chapter 3, verse 9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart.
So that's what Solomon prayed for. He prayed to the Most High God to do what? Read the book and chapter again. Then we got some slow pokes up in there.
First
Shoot
Kings.
shots, man.
First Kings, chapter 3, verse 9.
He understood.
And they say, brothers and sisters need to be familiar with this Bible.
Yeah.
Flip it back and forth. Like you say, you know that gun, this is a Swizzle, man. You know that
I know
thing
that
from
shit.
was
I know
backwards.
that shit.
Hey, flip that thing like I used to do in JR, what, ROTC.
You there? You there? Ah. Ah. You there? You there? Are you there?
Yeah.
Read that out. First Kings 3 and 9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people.
To do what?
To judge thy people.
Read on, up.
That I may discern between good and bad.
Read on, up.
For who is able to judge this, thy so great a people?
So Solomon asked for wisdom and asked for understanding. Read on, up.
And the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing.
Because guess what? Solomon didn't pray a selfish prayer.
Mhm.
He was praying a prayer that benefited his nation of people. That's what we got to start praying for too, brothers and sisters. Read on, up.
And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long
He
life,
didn't ask for long life. Read on, up.
neither hast asked riches for thyself,
He didn't ask for riches. Read on, up.
nor hast asked the life of thine
He
enemies,
didn't ask for the life of his enemies. Read on, up.
but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
And he asked him for what? Understanding. Read on, up.
Behold, I have done according to thy word.
And guess, because he prayed for that thing and asked for an unselfish prayer, the Most High God said, what? Read that again, up.
Behold, I have done according to thy word.
And he gave him that understanding of knowledge and wisdom. Read on, up.
Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart,
Read on, up.
so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
Because like we said, when we're applying ourselves and praying in the right spirit, it's nothing that the Most High God won't bless us with according to his will. Go ahead, up.
Oh, praise, man. I like that, man. I like that. Let's go back to Job, chapter 28, and we'll go at 15.
Book of Job, chapter 28, verse 15. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot be valued with the gold of
Ophir.
Ophir, with the precious onyx, or the sapphire.
Let's go to Proverbs right there. Stop right there. Let's go to Proverbs 8 and 10.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 10.
Hold up right quick. Brothers, what is Proverbs chapter 8 going on? We just went through this at Camp 101. We just, Shana, what you got? What is Proverbs 8 talking about?
I don't know.
We just went through this at Camp 101. You know, that's why brothers be on brothers like a cheap suit, boy. Because we just went over this. What you got, Barakai?
I ain't got nothing.
Oh, yeah, you want. What you got, Shaya?
With face of wisdom?
Yeah, that's right. But what else is it going into too, though?
Imprudence.
Yeah, he just going into the same thing. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Aqua's right on the first part. It's going into wisdom, but it's also going into what? What you got, Joseph? Christ as well.
Oh,
We just went over this at Camp 101, man. Go ahead, Captain McAfee.
Go ahead and read it.
You want 18? 18. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 10. Receive my instruction, and not silver.
And not what?
And not silver.
Uh-huh.
And knowledge rather than choice gold.
Uh-huh.
For wisdom is better than rubies.
Uh-huh.
And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Man, this is like, did you notice, I don't know, boy, I need to go get me a ruby. Because apparently ruby, they say diamond's a woman's best friend. I think rubies is a man's best friend or something. He always comparing this to a ruby. So it must be a great jewel. I don't even know how much a ruby costs. But apparently it ain't enough. But he's always comparing it to a ruby. Let's go back, no, go to 19. Doing the same thing. Go to 19, Proverbs 8:19.
Proverbs 8:19. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver.
He's saying, man, this Bible is better. Man, if y'all not getting the picture of what you got valued in your hand, is valuable than anything that y'all could ever come across. It's valued, right, and it's sitting right in your hand. We chasing money, what they call it, they chasing the bag. What you chasing the bag for? The bag is right there, it's right in your face. Shoot, boy, that's crazy, man. Go ahead, let's go back. Job chapter 28:16.
Job 28:16. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx, or the sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels or fine gold.
Go
or
ahead.
fine gold.
Yeah, go ahead.
No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
All right, keep it right there. Stop right there. The price, let's go to, I'm gonna get, I know y'all got this familiar scripture. Proverbs 31 and 10. Yeah, all the women love that. It'd be nice if all the women did that. Hmm. Go ahead.
Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Now, is looking at this, I'm looking at this, two different similitudes and allegories. Look, it's talking about a woman, but it's talking about Israel being a woman, the bride of the Most High. Who can find a virtuous woman? Who can find an Israelite that's going to do what the Most High got? A virtuous woman that's going to obey the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Who? Can't be that hard. It's not easy to find. Otherwise, God wouldn't be having to ask the question. Who? When somebody says, where can I find it? That means it's not an easy place. It ain't an easy thing to find. That's men and women. That's the nation of Israel, period. Both there, ain't that what he told him, Abraham? Well, man, they went from 50 down to 10. Well, if you could just find me 10 and I won't destroy it. Abraham packed his bag and went home, man. Shoot, I can't find 10. And he destroyed it. That's exactly what he asking him. Who can find a virtuous woman? Because me and y'all always thought that was for the women, huh? I'm talking about you too. Who can find a virtuous woman? Because you like talking about, you ain't virtuous. Negro, you ain't either.
You ain't either.
How the woman supposed to be? No, you supposed to be too. Who can find a virtuous woman? Must not. Gotta be something hard to find because this ass. They asking the question. Who, Cletus? Go ahead.
Who can find a virtuous woman? for her price is far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies. I can buy half you niggas off with $1.50. So apparently, y'all not a virtuous woman. And some of you women, y'all not virtuous women yet. Get there. That's what we supposed to be striving for. If we there already, we might as well tell the God, Most High take me out, so I can be gone. So look, I'm good. I'm at 100% complete kill me, so I don't mess up.
Real.
Take me out now, so when you come back, I was at 100. I was at 100. So that means everybody in this room got some work to do. Am I right? All of us.
All of us.
All of us.
Because guess what? When you talking about a virtuous woman, before you get into the woman, we're gonna read verse 11 right quick. Read verse 11.
The heart of her husband does safely trust in her.
Before you start talking about her, it goes straight to her husband. So guess what? Her husband got to safely trust. Before you call yourself, "Oh, I'm a virtuous woman," your husband got to safely trust in you first.
Exactly, and then it goes both ways. Let me show y'all something.
It sure is.
Cause just like a woman being virtuous, her husband should trust everything she doing. Hey, I got this task. I'm finna go out of town, take care of this, blah blah blah. Everything she finna come up with, the husband trusts her 100. The same way with your husband, men, Israel, period. Your husband is Yahweh Shai coming back as the bride. You the groom. I mean, yeah, you the bride. He the groom.
So
That means he's supposed to be trusting in everything you do. Although he's not here, he's coming back. He's saying, but hey, now that I'm gone right now, I trust my wife to take care of business.
That's she's supposed to do. That's he's supposed to do.
So you Negroes thought that's talking about the women. Nah, that's talking about you Negroes too.
Yes.
Men.
Lottie, everybody.
Yep. Same thing. And as a virtuous woman, that's how you should be. You don't want to have to be where, man, like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about letting you have that, what you call it, garage sale. You not have all my stuff that I like out there. Nah, you're supposed to be able to trust everything you're doing, because you set yourself in that position. You got you make it right. Now, I got this. Shouldn't be a task that your husband can't put on that you can't do. The same way with us men. It shouldn't be a task that the Most High put on us that we shouldn't be able to go out and do. And want to do it.
And what is it described as her in the Bible?
Israel.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Because if that woman is a virtuous woman, she has to be wise.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be wise in the laws, knowing that, like you said, you got to put the trust in her. She wise enough for me to leave her and her handle the house for 2 weeks.
That's how it's supposed to be with us, and that's how it's supposed to be with women and their husbands. It's the man. It wraps all up. It wraps all up.
Because it don't miss nobody.
It don't miss nobody or no problem.
Because guess what? So before you start exalting yourself and call yourself a Proverbs 31, you got to first reverence that. Guess what? Your husband got to safely trust in you. So guess what? If your house ain't safely trusting in us men, and your husband ain't safely trusting you, leave that word, leave that Proverbs 31 alone.
Yes,
you're not.
Yeah. That's where you want to get there though. But let's go ahead and read 12.
But you do want to get there.
Yeah, let's read 12.
Go.
Verse 12. She will do him good.
You as a wife gonna do your husband good. You as Israel, you men are gonna do your Yahweh good. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Can't do it when you're doing it sometime, you know.
I don't think you finished 11 though. You finished 11 off.
Did we finish 11? Then go back, do 11, then we do 12.
Verse 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
I don't need to go and get nobody else spoiled. I don't need to be spoiled by this kingdom. I don't need it. I got a good woman. I ain't worried about none of that. And if you're a good woman, the Most High saying, I ain't worried about him. Ain't that what he was looking at when he wasn't worried about Job so much that the devil's like, done forgot about Job. Nah, I don't even mess with him. Most High had to go say, won't you consider my son Job? And he was like, no, I don't know. I ain't messing with him. You give him too much stuff.
Take some of that stuff away. I bet you I can get it.
Why you think he gave Job? Because he trusted in everything Job was doing. He trusted in that bride. He trusted in that bride so much, he said, you can go ahead and go ahead and mess with her.
Do everything but kill it.
Yeah. That's the kind of trust you need to be having. That's the kind of trust we need to have in your house shop. That's the kind of trust we need to have as a nation. We the bride. That's the kind of trust we need to have, and we need to be trusted that much by our God. Let's go back. No. I wanted the 12. That's what I wanted. Read that again.
Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
All when?
All the days of her life.
No, just yesterday.
All the days of her life.
No, just tomorrow.
All the days of her life.
I give him a month.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
All the days of her life. Let's go back. Now, better yet, stay in Proverbs. Let's go to 12 and 4. No, yeah, 12 and 4.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
Oh, boy, let's read that again.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
Yeah, boy, with a virtuous woman, when you're a rightful child doing what the Most High God say, you sitting on his head. You a crown. Same with the wife. You're the crown to your husband. He can be like, yeah, that's my baby over there. That's my wife right there. But let's look at the other side of things. When you not. Go ahead, finish that up.
But she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
That's what?
Is as rottenness in his bones.
You only got bone marrow in there, man. Just rotten. Just rotten in his bone. When you being disobedient to your husband, or you being disobedient to y'all's husband, you ain't nothing but rotten. I mean, look at y'all bones, you got worms in them. Some of them got maggots running around here right now in their bones, man. I don't know where the maggots come from. They was in your bones. They was there before the meat got rotten. Okay, that's what happens when you become like that. As a nation of people, that's what we are. That's what we been. That's why we trying to get up out of this. We trying to get some out. We trying to grow red marrow back in these bones. Like what Ezekiel 37, the dry bone. Y'all better shake them bones. I'm like, oh, Negro, you better work them bones out, man. Them dry bones, it's time to wake up.
Let me get a precept on that. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Saying the same thing. Like I said, even like we tell our sisters, these are good reads. Sirach chapter 26